At the beginning of the story, we see a girl from a tribe named Neru who is lying in wait to kill a deer. Neru was determined to become the best hunter in her tribe by any means necessary. However, due to a sudden noise, the deer fled. Neru relentlessly pursued the deer, but unfortunately, she was unsuccessful. When Neru returned, she found her dog trapped in a snare. Neru worked hard to free her dog from the trap, but suddenly she heard a strange noise coming from the sky. Neru quickly went with her dog to the other side of the mountain and saw a very large spaceship continuously approaching Earth. This was the 18th century, and there was no sign of technology or spaceships, so Neru had no idea what it was. She thought it was some kind of large bird. Neru returned to her tribe and met her brother, Brutal. She told Brutal that while hunting, she had seen a very large bird in the sky. Neru decided that she would kill this large bird and become the tribe's greatest warrior. Neru then went to her mother, who was quite skilled in herbal medicine. Neru's mother did not like that Neru went hunting like a boy. She believed that girls were only born to please men or to advance the knowledge of herbal medicine. But Neru was unlike the others. Neru's mother then asked her to go into the forest to fetch a medicinal herb. Neru set off towards the forest, but when she learned that her brother Brutal and his companions were going to hunt a lion, she convinced her brother to let her join them. Although Brutal's companions refused because Neru was still young, Brutal agreed because the lion had killed several of their comrades, and if their companion was found, Neru, who had excellent knowledge of herbal medicine, could treat him. So, Brutal allowed Neru to come with them. They all quickly headed towards the lion's cave as a team. Although they didn't find the lion, they did find their injured friend lying there with severe wounds. Neru began to treat the wounded Safai with some medicinal herbs. The bleeding from all his wounds stopped, and Brutal and his companions decided to leave. However, Brutal still wanted to take revenge on the lion because it had killed many people in a settlement. Therefore, Brutal told Neru and some of the others to leave while he and a few companions would go to kill the lion. Although Neru insisted on joining them, Brutal firmly refused. Neru then set off with the remaining companions towards her settlement. On the way, she came across the dead body of a snake, which had been horribly eaten, with blood scattered on the trees. Neru suspected that it might be the work of a very dangerous hunter, so she quickly went back into the forest to tell her brother. However, Brutal did not take his sister's warning seriously and continued planning to kill the lion. He had Neru and a man stationed in a tree to attack from above. Soon enough, the lion appeared before Brutal, and they started fighting. The lion climbed the tree during the battle, killing one of Brutal's companions. It then charged at Neru, but she used her weapon to bring the lion down. Just then, Neru noticed a red light in the forest, and, after a branch broke and fell, she lost consciousness. When Neru woke up, she found herself in her settlement. Brutal had killed the lion and had now become the chief of the settlement. The villagers believed the danger had passed, but Neru went outside to declare that an even greater threat still existed in the forest. None of the villagers believed her, so the next day, Neru set out with her dog to find the hunter. In the forest, Neru saw blue bloodstains on the branches, which she suspected belonged to the dangerous hunter. Meanwhile, a dangerous alien, who had descended from the spaceship and had various types of technology, was revealed. This alien had become a very formidable hunter. The alien could eliminate even the largest animals with its power and could become invisible. Meanwhile, Neru got stuck in a swamp while walking through the forest. Fortunately, she had a rope with her, which she used to secure herself to a branch and climb out. After escaping the swamp, she reached the edge of a river. There, she saw a bear hunting its prey, so she decided to kill the bear. However, as Neru aimed her arrow at the bear's head, she missed her shot, causing a lot of noise. This noise alerted the bear, and it charged at Neru. Neru tried to save herself by hiding among the branches, but the bear was so enraged that it was determined to kill her. Neru's chances of escaping seemed slim, but then the wild bear suddenly stopped attacking her and began attacking an unknown entity. It was the same dangerous alien that was invisible, but animals like the bear could see these aliens. The bear attacked the alien fiercely and managed to injure it. The alien's green blood was visible on the bear's teeth. But the alien, now extremely angry, captured the bear and killed it in one swift move. Nero watched this scene with wide eyes. When the alien lifted the bear, its blood began to fall on the alien, making the alien briefly visible due to the blood. Nero, having witnessed all this, quickly jumped into the water to escape. The alien, which tracked others by their body heat, realized Nero was fleeing and started to pursue her relentlessly. After moving further into the forest, Nero encountered her tribe members whom Brutal had sent to help her. Nero kept insisting that they needed to leave because a very dangerous hunter was after them. However, Brutal and the others did not believe her and forcibly took her back to the settlement. Little did they know that the dangerous alien was standing right behind them. The alien could detect them by their body heat, but was attacking only those who were armed. The alien only attacked those who hunted, not ordinary things. Soon, all of Brutal's soldiers were killed, but Nero managed to save herself and reached a grassy area. There, she met a boy from her settlement. The boy told Nero to stay completely quiet and took aim at the alien with his bow. However, the alien detected both of them through their body heat. Since Nero was unarmed, the alien did not harm her, but it killed the young boy. With no other option, Nero had to flee as the alien was a hunter of hunters. Unfortunately, Nero's luck wasn't on her side. While running through the forest, her foot got caught in a trap, rendering her helpless and unable to escape. Surprisingly, the alien came near Nero but, upon seeing her, seemed to think she couldn't cause him any harm. Therefore, the alien left her unharmed and went away. After a while, members of another tribe arrived. They had set the trap to catch animals and now captured Nero, taking her forcibly to their settlement. They had also taken Brutal into custody. One of the tribe members asked Nero about the new hunter in the forest who had killed many of their people. He demanded to know what she knew about this hunter. Nero replied that she didn't know anything about the hunter. The next day, the tribe members tied up Nero and her brother Brutal. They planned to use them as bait for the hunter and hoped to attack the hunter when it arrived. Soon enough, the alien came and began attacking the villagers. Nero told her brother Brutal that there was no need to be afraid because the alien only attacked those who were armed. The villagers continued to attack the alien, but the alien, with its advanced technology, kept killing them. No one could withstand the alien. Nero managed to free her brother, Brutal, and decided that she would come back with a horse to fight the alien. Meanwhile, Nero went to the villagers to save her dog. The alien had already killed everyone in the village. Upon arriving at the village, Nero found the same man who had asked her about the hunter the previous night. During the fight, the alien had bitten off one of the man's legs, leaving him helpless. The man asked Nero to help him and, in return, offered her his gun. Nero then found a herb that would cool down the man's entire body. After administering the herb, Nero hid in a safe place. Shortly thereafter, the dangerous alien arrived in the village. The man Nero had treated was now completely cold, which made him undetectable by the alien's thermal camera. This alien could only detect heat signatures. The man hoped he would survive, but as the alien began to leave, it stepped on the man's severed leg. The man screamed loudly, alerting the alien that he was still alive. The alien then used its laser gun to blow off the man's head. Meanwhile, Brutal saw an opportunity and attacked the alien from behind, knocking off its helmet. Nero noticed that the helmet had a laser gun attached to it, which could only fire in one direction. As long as the helmet faced a particular direction, the laser would fire in that direction. Brutal continued to fight the alien, but ultimately, the alien proved to be too powerful and brutally killed Brutal. Nero, devastated by the loss of her brother, fled in despair. She could do nothing else. After losing her brother, Nero was deeply sorrowful and kept washing the blood off her hands and face. Determined to avenge her companions and her brother, Nero was consumed by a vengeful spirit. She then arrived at the riverbank and saw a man drinking water. Nero quickly knocks out the man and places him near a tree because she plans to use him to lure the alien so she can attack it. Additionally, Nero consumes the herb that will cool her body temporarily, making her invisible to the alien. After a short while, the alien arrives and starts attacking the injured man, as Nero had deliberately left weapons near him. Since the alien cannot see Nero, she takes advantage of the situation and attacks the alien from behind, causing its helmet to fall off. Nero immediately grabs the helmet and runs into the jungle. In an open area, she places the helmet between two rocks and sets up several traps for the alien, then waits for it to arrive so she can launch her attack. Soon enough, the alien arrives to retrieve its helmet, but the effect of the herb on Nero's body hasn't worn off yet, so the alien still cannot see her. Nero relentlessly attacks the alien, causing significant damage. Even though the alien cannot see her, it continues to attack based on her body movements. At one point, Nero finds herself completely trapped. The alien, armed with its laser gun, approaches her. However, Nero had placed the helmet in such a way that the laser beam was concentrated directly on the alien's head. This means that if the alien fired its laser gun at this moment, the beam would hit its own head instead of Nero's. Indeed, when the alien fires its laser gun, the beam hits its own head and the alien falls and dies. In the end, Nero brings the alien's head back to her village. The villagers, impressed by Nero's bravery, make her the new chief of the tribe. Nero finally avenges her deceased brother and all the members of her tribe. And so, our story ends here.